Every cent I bled for my family's love, $8,000 for mom's party, thousands more to save my sister's lies, they twisted into a knife. You're nothing, Lauren sneezed. Her voice venomous as she erased me from our family with forged texts and a smile. Stay away or you'll ruin us. Now as their lies bury me, I'm done begging for a place at their table. And that's when I don't care about them anymore. I'll burn it down instead. The hum of my laptop fan is the only sound in my cramped studio apartment. A 400-square-foot box in the heart of the city where rent eats half my paycheck. My desk is a cluttered mess of sketch pads, coffee mugs, and post-it notes with client deadlines scrawled in smudged ink. I'm midway through tweaking a logo for a startup when my phone buzzes, rattling against a half-empty water glass. The screen lights up with Lauren, voicemail. My stomach twists. I know what's coming, but I tap play anyway, like pressing on a bruise to see if it still hurts. Don't bother showing up to Mom's 60th, Alex, my sister's voice slices through, sharp as a paper cut. You'll just embarrass us. You and your little graphic design gig, scraping by on $25 an hour. You're not one of us. Her words are laced with that familiar mix of pity and venom, each syllable honed from years of practice. I clench my jaw, hard enough to feel my teeth grind, and let the voicemail run its course. Stay away from the venue. You don't belong there. Click. Silence. I lean back in my chair, staring at the popcorn ceiling as if it holds answers. 4 months. I've poured $8,000 into Mom's birthday bash, a swanky rooftop venue downtown, catering with her favorite rosemary-crusted lamb, a jazz trio because she's always humming Ella Fitzgerald. Every cent came from my savings, scraped together from late-night freelance gigs and skipped dinners to make rent. Lauren, the successful lawyer with her corner office and designer bags, hasn't contributed a dime. Yet she's the one flooding Instagram with #FamilyFirst posts, selfies at the venue with captions like making Mom's day perfect. The likes pile up, along with comments from aunts and cousins. You're amazing, Lauren. My parents eat it up, blind to the truth, texting her heart emojis while my messages sit on read. I open my banking app, the balance glaring back. $472.13. That's what's left after wiring the final payment to the caterer yesterday. $8,000 gone, and for what? To watch Lauren take the credit while I'm erased from the family portrait? My thumb hovers over Lauren's contact, tempted to call back, to scream that I'm the one who made this party happen. But I don't. Words are her battlefield, and she's always armed. Instead, I scroll through the family group chat, a digital graveyard of my invisibility. Lauren's latest post is a photo of the floral arrangements, white roses and eucalyptus, exactly what I picked after Mom mentioned loving them at a friend's wedding. Obsessed with these. All for Mom. Lauren wrote. Uncle Mike replies, you're killing it, kid. No one mentions me. Not even a thanks, Alex, for footing the bill. My chest tightens, a dull ache spreading like ink in water. My mind drifts to last year when this all started, or maybe when I finally noticed the cracks. Lauren's law firm hit a rough patch. She called me late one night, her voice thick with tears. Alex, I'm drowning. The car loan's due and I can't cover it. $5,000. I'll pay you back, I swear. You're the only one I trust. I was at my old job then, pulling $22 an hour. But I wired the money the next morning, no questions asked. She was my sister. Family doesn't say no, right? A month later, I caught a glimpse of the group chat on Mom's phone during a visit. Lauren's message, Alex keeps asking me for cash. I've been bailing them out, but it's getting old. Below it, a screenshot of a fake text from me. Lauren, I need $500. Please. My number, my name. But words I never sent. I confronted her, heart pounding. What the hell, Lauren? I gave you money. She laughed, that high, tinkling sound she uses at cocktail parties. Oh, Alex, don't be dramatic. It's just family gossip. No one cares. But they did. Mom's texts grew shorter. Dad's calls stopped altogether. Aunt Clara, who used to send me birthday cards, started dodging my invites to coffee. Lauren had spun a whole narrative, Alex, the deadbeat, leeching off her success. She'd doctored emails, faked call logs, even spliced an audio clip where I supposedly begged her for rent money. I found it on her laptop once, left open by mistake during a holiday dinner. My voice, but chopped and unnatural like a bad remix. I tried to explain to Mom and Dad, showed them my bank statements. Dad just sighed, rubbing his temples. Lauren's under a lot of pressure, Alex. Why would she lie? Let it go. Mom nodded, her eyes avoiding mine. Family doesn't tear each other down. That was their mantra, the one they drilled into us since we were kids. Family doesn't lie. Except Lauren always did, and they let her. Now Lauren's voicemail echoes in my head. No face? No party, Alex. Stay home. I set the phone down, my hands shaking. Not with anger, but with something sharper, something new. I walked to the window, the city skyline glittering below. All steel and glass and promises that never quite land. My reflection stares back, tired eyes framed by messy hair I haven't had time to cut. I've spent years playing the good sibling. The quiet one who fixes things, who pays the bills, who swallows the insults. For what? To be told I'm not one of them? I pull up Instagram, Lauren's latest story playing on mute. Her manicured hand holding a champagne flute, the venue chandelier sparkling behind her. Counting down to Mom's big day. The comments roll in, "You're the best daughter." I tap the screen off. My breath steadying. Something shifts inside me like a lock clicking open. I've been carrying their weight. Lauren's lies, Mom's denial, Dad's indifference for too long. I think of the receipts tucked in my desk drawer, every payment, every email, every proof of what I've done for them. Lauren thinks she's one that I'll slink away like always. She's wrong. I sit back down, open my laptop, and start a new folder, Truth. I drag in the catering invoice, the venue contract, the wire transfer for the jazz trio. My fingers move faster now. Pulling screenshots of Lauren's group chat lies, the fake text she sent. This isn't just about Mom's party anymore. It's about every year I've let them erase me. A quiet fire sparks in my chest. Steady and sure. Lauren's voice rings in my ears one last time. "You're not one of us." Good. I whisper to the empty room. I don't want to be. The glow of my laptop screen casts harsh shadows across my studio apartment, turning the walls into a jagged canvas of light and dark. It's 2 a.m., and I'm hunched over my desk. The Truth folder open, its contents spilling across my screen like a digital crime scene. Receipts, bank transfers, emails, every scrap of proof that I've been the one holding my family together while Lauren tears me apart. I scroll through a wire confirmation for $8,000, sent to the rooftop venue for Mom's 60th. My name stark against the transaction details. Next, an email from Lauren timestamped last June. "Alex, I'm in a bind. $3,000 for my rent. I'll pay you back. Promise." I never saw a cent returned. Only her lies piling higher. I start digging deeper, my fingers flying across the keyboard. I find her digital fingerprints, metadata on the fake screenshots she sent to the family chat. Claiming I begged her for money. The timestamps don't add up, created weeks after she asked me for cash. Then there's the voice clip, the one where I supposedly threatened her. My voice warped into a snarl. "You owe me, Lauren." It's sloppy, the edit's obvious if you know where to look, awkward pauses, mismatched tones. She must have pulled it from an old voicemail. Maybe one where I was venting about a client. It's a house of cards, flimsy and fragile. And I'm ready to knock it down. My phone buzzes, yanking me back to the present. The family chat lights up with Lauren's latest post. A photo of Mom's venue, fairy lights twinkling against the city's skyline, captioned, "All for Mom, no expense spared." My Uncle Mike chimes in. "Lauren, you're a saint. Alex could learn from you." Aunt Clara adds a string of heart emojis. My chest tightens, a familiar ache blooming where hope used to live. I want to type. I paid for every light in that photo, but I don't. I'm done being their scapegoat, screaming into a void that never listens. Instead, I screenshot the post, dragging it into the Truth folder. Evidence, not emotion, will win this fight. I lean back, rubbing my eyes, the weight of years pressing down. Lauren's always been the golden child, law school, flashy job. The daughter who could do no wrong. I was just Alex, the artsy one, the one who settled for graphic design because I loved it, even if it meant $25 an hour and ramen dinners. I never minded. Not really until Lauren turned my sacrifices into her spotlight. Last year's $5,000 for her car loan was just the start. Before that, $2,000 for her emergency vet bill, $1. $500 for a conference she had to attend. Each time she'd call, voice trembling, promising repayment. Each time I paid, thinking family meant carrying each other. Now I see it. I was carrying her lies too. The next morning, I'm at Brew and Bite, A coffee shop tucked between a vape store and a thrift shop, its exposed brick walls lined with mismatched art. I'm meeting Sam, a tech whiz I met at a co-working space last year. He's the kind of guy who can hack a smart fridge for fun, but he's also got a knack for seeing through bullshit. I slide into a booth, clutching my laptop like a shield. Sam's already there, sipping an iced latte, his neon green sneakers propped on the seat. Yo, Alex, you look like you haven't slept since 2024, he says, grinning. I manage a half smile, opening my laptop to show him Lauren's doctored files. I need your help. My sister's been framing me fake text, fake audio. I've got the originals, but I need proof it's all bullshit. Sam leans in, his grin fading as he scans the files. He clicks through the screenshots, the metadata, the voice clip. Amateur work, he says. His voice low but gleeful. She used some cheap app, probably from a sketchy download. Give me 2 days and I'll have a full report. Timestamps, IP traces, everything. I exhale, the knot in my chest loosening for the first time in weeks. Thanks, Sam. It's not just about the money. It's about reclaiming my truth. He nods, no judgment in his eyes. Just a quiet understanding. Family can be the worst kind of virus, he says, shutting his laptop. But we'll debug this one. Back at work, I'm tweaking a banner ad for a client. But my mind's elsewhere. Mia, my coworker, pops her head over the cubicle wall, her braids swinging. Alex, you okay? You've been zoned out all week. I hesitate, then spill a fraction of the truth. Lauren's lies, the party, the family chat. Mia's eyes narrow. That's messed up. My brother tried pulling that golden child crap once. I called him out at Thanksgiving, receipts and all. Shut him up fast. She pauses, studying me. You're not gonna let her win, are you? Her words hit like a spark on dry tinder. No, I say, my voice steadier than I feel. I'm not. Mia grins, tossing me a candy bar from her desk. Good. Go get her. That night, I'm back in the truth folder, Sam's initial findings already in my inbox. He's traced the fake screenshots to Lauren's IP address, logged from her firm's Wi-Fi. The audio clip's metadata shows it was edited on her MacBook, the same one she bragged about buying with her bonus. I save everything, my pulse quickening. But it's not enough. I need more, something undeniable. I open Lauren's Instagram. Her story's a curated shrine to her perfection. A new post catches my eye, a video of her toasting with mom at the venue, captioned, "Planning this with mom has been everything." My throat burns. Mom smiles so wide, so oblivious. I download the video, cross-referencing the timestamp with my venue contract. The date matches my final payment. Lauren wasn't even there when I booked it. Then I find it, an email from the caterer, forwarded to Lauren by mistake. Alex, confirming your $4,000 deposit for the lamb menu. Let us know if Ms. Lauren has any changes. Lauren never corrected them, never mentioned my name. She let them think it was her money, her plan. I print the email, my hands trembling with a mix of rage and clarity. This isn't just a party. It's a theft of my work, my love, my place in this family. The next day, I meet Sam again, this time at a park bench overlooking the river. He hands me a USB drive, his grin triumphant. Full report. Metadata, edit logs, even a recovered draft of her fake texts. She didn't even clear her cache. I clutch the drive, its weight grounding me. You're a lifesaver, Sam. He shrugs. Just doing what I do. But Alex, don't hold back. She's had this coming. I head home, the city's hum fading into a single thought. Lauren's lies end here. I open my laptop. The truth folder now a fortress of evidence. The family chat pings again. Lauren's voice, bright and false, in a voice note. Can't wait for mom's big day. It's all coming together. No one replies to me, not even mom. But I don't need their validation anymore. I'm building something stronger, proof, plan, power. The seeds of rebellion are planted, and they're about to grow. The elevator hums as it climbs to the 12th floor. The city's skyline sprawling below like a glittering chessboard where I've always been a pawn. I clutch the truth folder. Its edges worn from nights spent poring over every document, every lie. Today, it's my weapon. The doors slide open and I step into the rooftop cafe, Skyglass. All sleek glass walls and cascading greenery. A place where lies can't hide behind shadows. I chose it for the irony. Lauren's perfect facade is about to shatter in a room that's transparent from every angle. The air smells of jasmine and espresso, soft jazz drifting from hidden speakers. But there's no warmth here for me, not yet. Mom, Dad, and Lauren are already seated at a corner table framed by ivy-draped trellises and floor-to-ceiling windows. Mom's in her usual cardigan, her hands folded tightly, eyes darting nervously. Dad sits rigid, his silver hair catching the light, his accountant's precision in every line of his frown. Lauren, predictably, is a vision of curated perfection. Tailored blazer, oversized sunglasses perched on her head, her lawyer's poise unshaken, at least on the surface. Their faces are a mix of suspicion and disdain, a silent jury already passing judgment. I take a breath, steadying the fire that's been burning since Lauren's voicemail told me I didn't belong. Dad speaks first, his voice cold as winter asphalt. Alex, this drama ends now. You've upset your sister enough. His words are a reflex, the same ones he's used since I was a kid bringing home B's while Lauren flaunted A's. I don't flinch. Instead, I slide the folder across the polished table, its weight thumping softly against the glass. Before we talk, look at this, I say, my voice steady. A calm I've practiced in front of my bathroom mirror for days. Inside are bank statements, receipts for the $8,000 I paid for Mom's 60th birthday bash, venue, catering, the jazz trio she loves, and Sam's forensic report exposing Lauren's forged texts and audio. I covered every cent of Mom's celebration, I say, locking eyes with Dad, then Mom, then Lauren. Lauren's been lying. She's been taking my money for years, then framing me as the villain. I tap the folder, pointing to a highlighted line. For $1,000 to the caterer, my name on the invoice. This is my signature, not hers. And this, I pull out Sam's report, pages clipped neatly, shows she faked texts and audio to make you think I was the one begging her for money. Lauren's face pales, her sunglasses slipping to the table with a clatter. That's not, you're twisting it. She stammers, her voice cracking like thin ice. She glances at Dad, expecting him to jump in, but he's silent, flipping through the folder, his jaw tight as a vice. I open my laptop, already cued to the audio clip, her shoddy edit of my voice, spliced from an old voicemail about a client deadline. You owe me, Lauren, it snarls, the words jagged, unnatural. Even a child could hear the cuts. The awkward pauses where she stitched my voice into her lie. I press play, and the cafe's hum fades as my mangled words echo. Mom gasps, her hand covering her mouth, eyes wide with something I haven't seen in years, doubt. Lauren, is this true? She asks, her voice trembling, barely above a whisper. Lauren fumbles, her hands gripping her purse like a lifeline. I was protecting myself. She snaps, her composure unraveling. Alex was jealous, trying to turn you against me. I had to show you who they really are. Her words are desperate. A plea dressed as defiance, but they land like ash. Dad's still silent, his fingers lingering on a bank statement. $5,000 to Lauren's car loan, my account number glaring in black ink. Mom's eyes well up, tears catching the light like prisms. We trusted you, Lauren. How could you? Her voice breaks, not with anger but with a raw, bone-deep betrayal. For years, she's clung to the mantra family doesn't lie, but now the lie is staring her in the face, printed in 12-point font. Lauren's lips part, then close, her eyes darting to the glass walls as if searching for an escape. I lean back, calm, my pulse steady despite the storm in my chest. I'm done carrying your lies, I say, my voice low but unyielding. You don't get to erase me anymore. Lauren grabs her bag, nearly knocking over a waiter balancing a tray of cappuccinos. You're all against me, she shouts, her voice slicing through the cafe's murmur. Heads turn, patrons glancing over their artisanal pastries, but she doesn't care. She storms toward the elevator, her heels clicking like gunfire, leaving a trail of jasmine-scented air in her wake. The glass doors slide shut behind her, and for a moment the silence is deafening. Dad finally speaks, his voice a low growl. This isn't over, Alex. But there's no conviction, no fire, just the hollow echo of a man who's lost his script. He closes the folder, his hands trembling slightly, and I wonder if he's seeing the truth or just the cost of his blindness. Mom reaches for my hand across the table, her fingers cold and fragile. I'm so sorry, Alex, she whispers, tears spilling now, carving tracks down her cheeks. I didn't know. I don't pull away, but I don't squeeze back either. Forgiveness is a bridge I'm not ready to cross. Not when the wounds are still bleeding. I stand, tucking the folder under my arm, my laptop already closed. I didn't do this to hurt you, I say, looking at Mom, then Dad. I did it to stop hurting. The jazz trio in the corner shifts to a slower tune, Ella Fitzgerald's voice haunting the air. I walk to the elevator, the glass walls reflecting my silhouette, taller somehow than I remember. As the doors close, I catch Mom's face, crumpled with grief, and Dad's frozen in something like shame. The cafe's greenery blurs into a green haze, and I descend, the weight of the folder lighter now, but the weight of their betrayal heavier than ever. The fallout is swift, a storm breaking after years of gathering clouds. 2 days after the Glass House showdown, I'm in a law office downtown, the kind with frosted glass doors and a receptionist who types like she's trying to break the keyboard. Maya, my lawyer, sits across from me, her braids pulled back, her eyes sharp as she flips through my truth folder. Fraud, defamation, maybe even identity theft, she says, tapping a pen against her desk. Your sister's built a paper empire, Alex, and it's about to burn. I nod, the weight of the folder lighter now that it's in her hands. She files claims the next morning. Fraud for the money Lauren siphoned, defamation for the lies she spread. By week's end, Lauren's accounts are frozen pending investigation. Her Instagram, once a shrine to her perfection, goes dark. Her last post a cryptic taking a break that fools no one. Dad tries to play peacemaker, his texts piling up like unpaid bills. Alex, let's talk. Family unity matters. We can fix this. I forward them to Maya, who responds with a single line. All communication must go through legal counsel. His messages stop after that, replaced by a silence that speaks louder than his words ever did. Mom sends one email, a rambling plea about love and mistakes, but I can't read past the first line. Not yet. Maya calls 3 weeks later, her voice calm but triumphant. Settlement's done. Lauren's paying back half your losses, $6,500. Your dad's covering the rest. I stare at my phone, the numbers glowing on the screen. It's not about the money. It's about them knowing I won't bend anymore, that I'm no longer the scapegoat they shaped me to be. I use the settlement to break free. I move to a new apartment in a quieter part of the city, a one-bedroom with exposed brick and a window that catches the morning sun. My name is on the lease, no cosigners, no strings attached. I hang a canvas print of my own design. A swirling galaxy in blues and golds, above the couch, a reminder that I'm building something mine. The first night, I sleep without the hum of family guilt in my head, and it feels like breathing for the first time. A month later, I'm at a local art gallery, a pop-up exhibit in a converted warehouse. The air smells of paint and cedar, fairy lights strung across exposed beams. I'm there to network, maybe pitch a freelance project, but I meet Riley instead. She's a photographer. Her camera slung over her shoulder, her dark curls catching the light as she studies a monochrome print. We start talking about art, then life. Then the way cities make you feel both invisible and alive. She laughs at my terrible pun about shutter speeds, and it's the first time in years I feel seen, not as the family failure, not as Lauren's scapegoat, just as Alex. We talk for hours until the gallery staff start dimming the lights, and she scribbles her number on a napkin with a grin. Your trouble, Alex. The good kind. Riley becomes a constant, her presence as steady as the city's pulse. We spend evenings at hole-in-the-wall diners, trading stories over greasy fries. She tells me about her first gallery show, how her hands shook as she hung her photos. I tell her about the glass house, the folder, the years of carrying Lauren's lies. She listens, her eyes steady. No pity, just quiet strength. You didn't just survive that, she says one night, her voice soft. You rebuilt yourself. One evening, as summer fades into a crisp September, we walk along the Riverwalk, the city lights dancing on the water like scattered stars. My phone pings, a text from Mom. Alex, please. We've made mistakes, but we're still family. Can we start fresh? The words sting, not because they're cruel, but because they're too late. I slip the phone into my pocket, unopened. Riley squeezes my hand, her warmth grounding me. You don't owe them anything, she says, her voice steady as the rivers flow. I nod, watching the lights flicker, their reflections rippling like possibilities. Freedom isn't loud or vengeful. Not the fire I felt in the glass house. It's this quiet, warm mine. We stop by a bench, the air cool against my skin. Riley pulls out her camera, snapping a candid of me against the skyline. For the archives, she says, grinning. I laugh, the sound light, unburdened. For years I thought family was a debt you paid forever. A ledger of sacrifices that never balanced. Now I see it's a choice. I choose Riley's laughter, the canvas on my wall, the life I'm building. The river murmurs beside us, carrying away the weight of their lies. I'm not running anymore. I'm standing still and it feels like home.